Yo, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, the time has finally come. But before we get into today's video, I just want to thank you guys for being so patient with me. Not having Blue has been a pain. It's been kind of hard to come up with video content for me without Blue, and with Black Diamond, it's just too expensive. And so I just took this time to get my mental health right, and I'm really anxious to get back and uploading videos. But as you saw in the title, Blue is back. I have been waiting so long. I know you guys have too. I have so much to do to her. I have been collecting parts, and I'm gonna be giving a bunch of stuff away. So this will be the only video for the rest of June. In July, I'm gonna bomb you with giveaways, videos, installs. It's almost been a year for both cars. I got a lot of stuff coming for you. Now, this is not completely fixed. Let me show you what I got going on here. Now, as you can see from here, she doesn't look that bad, right? Now you can see the spoiler's missing, which I told him not to even put it on because I ended up ordering another one, and we'll get that installed here in the next couple videos. Here's the spoiler, the rear bumper extensions, which apparently one of them's broken right there. You can see that, so no need for these anymore. I had him take the mud guards off. In fact, I'm gonna be giving those away too. Those are only the rear ones for now. I have the other ones upstairs in the closet at my other location. So let me show you what's going on here. As you can see, this hinge is still bent. Waiting on this one. I have to replace this carpet piece too. There's a hole in it. That's the only reason it's gonna need replaced, because he ended up having to punch a hole in it to get the deck lid open. So waiting for that. I'm actually gonna have to pop that off because I don't think they hooked the camera up. The camera's not working, so I'm gonna have to take that off, plug that in. This cover piece for the tail light, waiting for that. And then after all that, that's it. Don't need nothing else. Not waiting for any other parts. Not that I lied. There is one more part. And here, the tail light it's not in there tight enough. So the little white housings that the clips go into need replaced as well. But then when he gets all the parts, I'll give it back to him for a day. He can do what he needs to do, get all that stuff ready, get it all back together, and then we're golden. It kind of looks plain without the spoiler, right? It needs the spoiler. It does. I can't wait. It comes tomorrow. Let me show you the outside of this car, how dirty it is. I mean, he wiped it down. He washed it a little bit. I kind of told him not to worry about it because I'm gonna hyper wax it here tonight anyway. But whoo, buddy, she hasn't been cleaned in 3 months. 3 months. Now, it's not so much the passenger side. Passenger side's not too bad, a little bit. The dash is covered in dust, which you probably can't see. But then we get to the driver's side. And look at that door panel. And then the seat, I tried to wipe a bunch of that off, so when I got in, it wasn't too bad. But I mean, look at the floor mat. The floor mat is horrible. I'll take that out and clean that up. The back isn't too bad. I mean, as you can see back here in the seat, it's real dirty. Back here in the back seat, it's kind of dirty too. So we'll get that all cleaned up here momentarily. But first things first, I'm gonna pull her in the wash bay, get her nice and clean. Then we'll do the interior, wipe that interior all down, take the Lasfit mats out, clean them all up. And then I'm gonna hyper wax her, shine the tires. But make sure to stay to the end of the video. I got a giveaway. I think you guys will really like it, so don't you go anywhere. Oh no. See how good that is? Stayed right in there, and I was able to just take it out without spilling it on the carpet. All right, so the initial wash is done. Now, unfortunately, there is a light overspray over the entire car. Now, that's not really a big deal because I was gonna have to clay bar it anyway to ceramic wax it. But let me show you what I'm talking about when I say overspray. Might be hard for you to see it, but we'll see what we can do. all down along through here. Now, while I was washing it with the mitt, I could feel it being rough underneath. And that is the overspray. You can really see it down the sides of the doors. The roof has it too. The hood has it a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad. So I'm gonna use 3M synthetic clay bar. This thing works very well. You get about 10 uses out of it. This is probably the 6th use. So I'm gonna wash it with this. Not really what you want to see when you're washing your car. But hey, what are you gonna do, right? Okay, so now she's all clay barred up. Now for those of you asking, why are you clay barring? So the clay bar will take out all the excess dirt that's left in your paint. For the most part, it takes off, I bet you 99% of it. You're still gonna have that little bit, but it'll take the most out. So remember what it looked like previously. This is what it looks like now. I mean, it's probably hard to tell, but all that haze is gone. It's all gone. Now, what you don't see is it is not beading at all. So what the clay bar does too is it takes all the wax off. And like I said, I'm getting ready to hyper wax it. And when you're gonna do that, you really want a clay bar first. That way you're not trapping any excess dirt. On to the interior. Now, for this video, I'll focus on the driver's side because it is the worst. By far, it is the worst. And then we'll move on to the floor mats. Look how good these floor mats are. Look, everything it kept off of it. A little bit right there. Other than that, she's looking pretty clean on the carpet. Now, as you can see, the vacuum did a good bit. It actually did a lot more than I thought it would, especially on the seat. And as you can tell, I still got a bunch of dust in there. Got a bunch here, got down in there. And I'll kind of do the same thing to the door panel, but a lot more wiping than vacuuming. So what I'm gonna do to get the rest of the seat, I'm gonna take some window cleaner. I'm gonna spray a towel. And I'm just gonna take that towel and scrub it in here. Now, I'm not too worried about the seats. Reason being is because I'm gonna be covering them up here soon, next couple weeks. But I want them to be really clean before I cover them up. Wipe down the side of the seat here. And there is dust everywhere, guys, everywhere. But all in all, it looks pretty good. Now I'll take the vacuum over it once again. I keep sweating and it's just falling on the seat. I mean, it's like 90 degrees and it's 11:07 at night. I'm sweating my butt off. Now the seat looks good. Now I need to wipe the kick panel off here. While I'm here, I'll get under the dash because there's some marks under here. Coming off here. And now with the door panel, I'm gonna spray the window. I'm gonna spray a little bit over this. Now if you can tell right here, the speaker cover, there's markings all over it and all down through here. This is all dirty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna spray the window. I'm gonna lightly dust over top. And I'm gonna dust over top of this. And I'm just gonna scrub away on the armrest here. Spray a little bit more right there. Unfortunately, this is the only way with this cloth in here that I know how to get rid of this stuff that easily. I mean, you can take a brush over top of it if you need to. I don't need to with this. It's not that bad. Just like that, door panel is done. Now I'm just gonna wipe the window down. Now normally I would drop the window, clean up in there, put the window back up and go, but I'm not too honestly worried about that right at the moment. So I'm just gonna do it this way. So for anybody out there who wants to critique my window cleaning, I chose not to do that. And just like that, the interior is done. it's time to clean these Lasfit floor mats. Really easy to clean. I don't even know how else to explain it, but I'm gonna show you real quick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use the rest of the water and soap I had left over from washing the car, and I'm just gonna use it on the floor mats. Now what you can do is if you're at a regular car wash, they have those little hooks you can hang the mats up on. Use the brush and the hose, that's all you need. Like so. Now this back mat wasn't bad at all. Now if you remember on this one, I spilled coffee on it earlier and it's all dry now. Now this is the worst one. Now I have to put a little bit more elbow grease into this one. Back, we'll just double it on there. And it's that easy, folks. Like I said, the easiest floor mats you could ever clean. Now, if you have them at the car wash hanging, just let them hang and drip dry, no issues. I mean, I literally just shook them and they're pretty dry already. Look how clean that driver's mat is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take an air hose, blow them off, take a towel, dry them off, and throw them back in the car. All right, let's hyper wax this girl. Blue is clean now and she's looking as beautiful as always. Lasfit and I have teamed up once again to get you guys a set of 11th gen floor mats. If you're interested in doing that, you gotta do 3 things. Number 1, you gotta be a subscriber. Number 2, you gotta like this video. And number 3, you gotta follow us on Instagram. The first one you need to follow is me at 717_project. The second one is at lasfit.autolighting. And then the third one is at lasfit.liners. Appreciate Lasfit for being so patient with me. They've been waiting for this video just as long as I have been. I've had these floor mats in my basement for 2 months, so thank you, Lasfit. Leave a comment down below. Thank you, Lasfit, for being so patient for me. I gotta get going because it's getting really loud, so if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. And as always, this was your boy Miller. I'll see you in the next one.